Hi everyone, it's Agnes here, and this is my first YouTube live, and I am so excited to have you here today, and really excited to try out how YouTube Live is. So just let me know if you are hearing me well, if you're seeing me well, so then I know that is all good. And meanwhile, I am going to share what we're going to do today. So as you know, it's a Lionsgate today. So it is so exciting. But the way we're going to proceed today is first, I'm going to a little bit talk about channeling and how channeling changed my life and how it accelerated my journey, my ascension, and it does every single day. And then I'm going to connect with spirit guides, and we're going to bring through some information for us for today. And then I'm going to go into the chat and just pick some questions that you have, and then do some personal channelings for you. Oh, so exciting. So related to Lionsgate portal, I didn't know that this is going to be today when I scheduled the live. And honestly, I am not at all familiar with astrology. So I know that today is Lions portal, but I have no idea what that means. I know it's very powerful energies. And let me know if you are feeling or what you are feeling today. Like I all day felt so sleepy. And well, in Europe, it's already 6 p.m. So I'm actually, if you're in the States, I'm actually talking to you from the future. So it's already 6 p.m. And the whole day I felt so sleepy. So this is the only thing I'm feeling today, that I know that big portals and energies are coming through. I'm so curious to see what you are feeling today. So if you can let me know in the chat, that would be awesome. Hi, hello, Jessica. Yeah, so excited to have you here. Also, so excited to meet you tonight. So, with that said, channeling completely changed my life. I started channeling in 2021, and just basically based on a book I was reading, How to Connect to My Higher Self. And I was like, oh my God, I can totally do this. So I totally did this, and I started to do it on a daily basis. And of course, at the beginning, I was completely doubting all the time. I was believing that it's me making it up, that it's my ego. But what really helped me to discern was a thing called muscle testing that I'm sure you heard about. And muscle testing, either do it this way, which is I think maybe the easiest or the most popular way, or I taught my body to give me another type of yes, no, and maybe signal, so I can do this while I'm driving as well. So this is how it all started. I every time I was channeling, I was asking through muscle testing, is it really, my ego was really channeling the information, and was always, yes, you are channeling. So if you are doubting, or you're at the beginning of channeling and you're doubting yourself, start using muscle testing to get confirmation after confirmation after confirmation, and then you will start trusting in more. And the more you trust, of course, you start to become even wider channel. You're going to allow it to come through you, and it's just going to just expand, obviously, as everything that we are focusing on in our reality. So in 2022, 2021, I started channeling my higher self, and then I did Akashic record reader certificate, which also gave another push to all this. And then basically I just took it from there, and I started to go into playing. And I had some nice playmates who were my friends and spiritual friends, and other channelers and quantum healers who I love dearly. And we were all very curious of what we can do and what's possible. So we really started to play with these channeling consciousnesses, mostly like kind of quite naively, because we didn't know what we are doing. But it gave us so much experience. Also, what I would call maybe negative, like some entity attacks, especially last year when I really got into craziness, which I shared with you on. There is a YouTube video I made a few days ago about attacks and entity attacks. So I shared there my experience of last year. But that was also a very, very interesting experience about my power and how we are creating reality and how much it starts expanding if we are engaging with a certain consciousness, and how law of attraction start bringing more and more and more of that, even when it's about entities. And this is crazy, but this is how our reality works. And for me, it was an amazing experience to see this. And it started to just go and evolve. And nowadays, one thing, guys, but that everything has consciousness, right? Because everything has an Akashic record. So we know this from, if you've ever read anything about this, then you know that everything has an Akashic record. So you can tune in to that Akashic record of your house, for example, or your future house that you want to manifest, or your business, right? Or, I mean, this is really, really, really crazy, but anything that has a consciousness you can communicate with. And that really goes from future self, like 5 years, like 5 years from now, or even 6 months from now, or this and that version of you who has already, or is already living the timeline what you desire to experience. You can connect to the consciousness of your business. This is the biggest new thing that I absolutely so excited about. That imagine that you can sit down in a meeting with the consciousness of your business, the consciousness of your YouTube channel, the consciousness of your maybe Facebook page or Instagram, anything, and being able to communicate, being able to ask your questions. And I've done this with a very dear client of mine, and we were like absolutely mind blown, because of course we are still playing. And I said, how about bringing in all of these consciousnesses and calling them dream team, and actually sitting down in a meeting and then starting to ask all the questions you have. It's like, oh my God, this is so exciting. It's like, let's see what happens. So we did this, right? And she was like, so I'm doing this on my YouTube, and I'm not sure if this is the right direction of if I'm like taking in consideration that this is my goal and this is my calling and this is my purpose. What can you suggest for me? And then, like, the information that was coming out or through, we were like completely like, wow. And then we even brought in money consciousness into the whole story. So she was like so excited. She was asking about her business, about the financial ceiling, and what's there, why she can't go through, or what she's there that she's not seeing. And like this right now, this is the most exciting thing that right now I'm playing with. But obviously you can really connect to any ascended master, to any angel, to galactic family, to any star being, your past loved ones, really like anything. And I am not at all different than any of other people in the world, but it's just I'm so curious. So I'm all the time trying and wanting to see more and wanting to understand more. So it's just my like insatiable curiosity that I keep exploring new territories. But I know, because I'm channeling every day. Like, imagine my life basically is all day talking to my non-physical friends, which sometimes can look from outside, and I'm maybe like talking to myself. But thanks God that nowadays you have these, like wireless iPods or earpods, so you really can just put them in and then just keep talking, and people think that you are talking on the phone, but you're talking with other realms, which on the other is just really doesn't matter. So this is where we are all going. So I have, like, for me, this ability to be able to ask any question that I have. And I watch a video, for example, and then they're talking about this split of timelines, or they're talking about the 3 nights of or 3 days of darkness, right? That it will come with this mass ascension. And there's a million different things that are being out there, and then I channel my own information. So sometimes I'm like, so I really want to know more about this, because before they were talking about 2 timelines split, right? One is going to go down to transhumanism and all like melting in with AI, and one is going to go to the 5th dimension. And now lately I started to hear there's another one. There are three timelines actually. So what is in the middle, that's the fourth dimension. So I was like, which one is now the truth? And being able to actually right away connect and ask, like, what is the truth? And if you really want to know what's the truth, actually, they said, does it matter? And I was like, okay, no, well, I think it does. And it's like, no, because there's, first of all, there's no such a thing. There's only two timelines. There's no such a thing. There's three timelines. There are hundreds of timelines. So the question is always, and I really wanted to share this with you, that the question is, what do you want to experience? Every time, especially nowadays, every time I'm asking something like, is it this way or that way? And the answer is always this way and that way and a lot of other ways. Which one do you prefer? So if you are familiar with Bashar is always saying the same thing. Like, there are so many different timelines, so many versions of planet Earth. And the same way, there's other many versions of ascension. So there's no one way that ascension is going to happen. There is personal ways that ascension is going to happen. And basically, this topic is the hot topic right now in my life. I've asked so many different ascended masters about this so I can get more perspectives. And we always come back. You are the creator of your reality. What do you prefer? What do you choose? Do you love the idea? Listen to this. Like, do you love the idea that there is going to be three, days of darkness, and then there's going to be this big flash and solar flash, and then these, like, the bodies are going to be surrounded in these bubbles of energies, and then we are going to kind of code it back to the divine blueprint. The whole body is going to go to this crystalline body from the carbon-based body. So there's a lot of information out there on YouTube, and so I've been listening to a few, and I was like, and then so my guide said, do you want this to be your experience? And I was like, I don't really feel like wanting to. It's like, there you go. Then you won't have that. So this is, I think, maybe one of the most important information that, please, you have to understand that there's no one way, there's no two ways, there's no three ways. It's your way. So when we finally get to this understanding that it's your way, that you are the one who's choosing the experience, that if you have a preference and you are, this is how I'm going, like, in my reality. And this always comes down to a more dramatic shift, right? Like, people being afraid of how this ascension is going to be like, and then what's going to happen after, and how about the systems, and how about the famine, and how about destruction, and how about, all these crazy things. And then my guides always say, do you want to create that? I mean, do you want to experience that? And I'm like, no. She's like, well, just stop thinking about it, stop talking about it, start thinking about and talking about and listening to people who talk about versions of this ascension, that it really feels good, that it really feels like, I love that, because you are choosing which version of this you are going to experience. And we know this because we are creating our reality. We know this now more than ever. I'm seeing this in my reality, that is just so, like, there are people that in their reality, there's so much stuff happening, and I don't even hear about it. Like, I don't even hear about it. I always hear it if I need to hear it. So if, for example, you are one of those people who believe that you need to know about everything, that you need to be informed so you don't miss out, so you get prepared, I changed that belief, and I said, that doesn't really feel like good to me. So how about choosing the one that, if I need to know something, I will know it, that when I need to know it. So that belief completely makes me relax. And I really said, this is how I want my reality to be. So in this case, I don't need to know everything out there, because I don't care. Like, I just want to have simple things and simple, joyful way of ascension. And in my reality is going to be so smooth. In my reality is going to be joyful. In my reality is going to happen in a way that I'm not going to even realize it, because I'm going to be so excited about my life that I don't even realize that other things are happening outside of my reality, because they don't match the frequency of my reality. So if you are on a high frequency and your priority is to keep up your high frequency, which means that you only engage with news, channels, people, stories, predictions that feel good to you, that you're like, oh, I love that. I've heard someone saying that there's not going to that I can choose an ascension experience where I don't even realize that it has happened, and I'm just gravitating with these amazing people into amazing and expansion and expanding experiences, and it just happens, and I don't even have to, there's no drama, there's no bumpy road, there is nothing. I don't need to know anything. If, like, the information that I don't need to know will not find me, what I need to know will find me. So this is what I believe, and because I've been confirmed over and over and over and over again by many different guides that I was keep asking, and other people's guides, and we always keep getting the same thing. It's what you prefer. Engage with what you want to, which that version that you want to buy into, the version that you want to bring into your reality, and everything else, leave it out. So there's no such a thing, this is how it's going to happen. No, you choose which version you like. So I hope this was useful. And hello. It's so nice to have you here. I'm so happy that you are following my channel, and that you find useful things in it. My biggest goal right now is to bring you high frequency messages from beyond the veil, and because I believe there's nothing like, almost everything is so distorted nowadays that the only thing I believe in is only the messages coming from beyond the matrix, from outside of matrix, from the veil, which are our non-physical family members, and I mean galactic families or ascended masters. Basically, I'm almost now just channeling 4 groups only from ascended masters, and yeah, that's really it. So with that said, the way I'm going to move forward from now is that I'm going to soon tap into some consciousness that wants to come through today, and I really feel a lot of excitement already in the air. Like, I feel the energy vibrating around me. So it means that some message wants to come through for us. I'm excited to see what's that. We might even get a process or something, which would be so amazing. And then afterwards, I'm going to go to your questions. So if you have any questions related to what I've just talked about, feel free to put it in the chat. If you have questions meanwhile coming up, you can also, whenever you feel like. In the end, I'm going to go through, and based on who is here, I'm going to bring through whatever message wants to come through. So this is new for me in this format, that I'm just going to tune into basically some words in a chat, trying to bring information through. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm very, very optimistic. And as you know, I'm very curious, and I'm always jumping in crazy stuff and in the unknown all the time, because that's the only thing that keeps me excited. So that's why I thought, like, what can it go wrong? Right. So happy. Ileana, hello. And Jessica, good to see you all, ladies, and also everyone else who's watching. So let me just connect to this consciousness that it's already here, and see what is the message for us today on the Lionsgate. Well, hello, beautiful ladies and gentlemen, beautiful souls, sisters, and brothers. We are so excited to connect with you on this beautiful and glorious day. What energies! Oh my God, beautiful, powerful portals opening today. Agnes felt so tired all day that we believe that she doesn't want to go and do any of these jobs today, but we are so happy that she just had another coffee and she's here, and she's allowing us to come through with so much excitement, with so much gratitude for all of you beautiful souls who are here on planet Earth at this time, at this place, space, in time, on these timelines, in the most exciting times of planet Earth, where the split is happening, the choosing is happening, the choosing of what you want to experience. Isn't that exciting? And thank you, Agnes, for actually starting this episode, or channeling today, with sharing what you shared about the power of your choice as a creator of your reality. You have to hear this message. You don't need anyone. You don't need any gurus anymore. You don't need to follow anyone anymore, because nobody knows better anymore. And maybe this was true for you before, when you were kind of just waking up, kind of like, like, where am I? Like, what's going on? Oh my God, maybe I was just dreaming. Yes, it's waking up from a dream, and then another dream, and then another dream, and eventually soon you were going to wake up from another dream yet. And that, oh my God, is going to be an amazing experience. And you have to know that you have the power to do all of this without anyone else that need you to show you the way. You are the one who is showing you the way. Now, what do I mean with this? Because I feel Agnes wants to clarify this, you showing you, because she used to have problems with this you, like who is you, like which you. And so let us just clarify this: who is the you who's showing you the way? So obviously we are talking about the consciousness, the whole of who you are, the soul, the whole consciousness, your spirit, the one who has the wisdom of all your experiences from all the lives, from all incarnation, from this planet Earth and other planet Earth and other universes and other galaxies, and in human bodies and not human bodies and other bodies and no bodies. And it has all the wisdom. This soul is what we call you, the you, the true self, the I am consciousness. So this is the consciousness that you are awakening to. And then is the you, that is the character you, right? The human you, the human you that knows herself, himself, as with a name and the personality and the past, a story, and all the package of patterns and beliefs and past and future ideas and future desires, and the stories you're telling yourself, and all that is what we call the human you. Now, as you know, awakening is like, now you never left spirit, obviously, so you are in spirit, you are, the whole consciousness of you is still in spirit, but like one little, like, drop of you is focused in this experience, this human experience. So you have never been separate, but it's the illusion of being separate, because you have chosen this experience to know how does that feel like. You were so excited to come through and have the experience of the human, because you knew you are the creator, because you knew that nothing can go wrong, because you knew it's a dream, because you knew it's a it's an illusion, because you knew you always have all the power, because you knew you're going to wake up. You knew otherwise you wouldn't come at all. Like, why would you? If you were in a prison, if you were have taken all, or someone else have taken all your power, and then you have to you have no chance. Like, why would anyone wanting to come into an experience like that? Of course you knew, you just have forgotten. So now you are coming back to the remembering, the recognition. And it's a step-by-step thing, because this is part of your experience. So you, when I'm saying you, is going to show you, it's your true you, all of that who you are, is already leading you and has always been with you, always leading you. You've never been separate, just the illusion of that was there for your experience. You have chosen this. Very important to repeat this. And now you are remembering this. Now you are bringing these, like, expanded you into this human version of you. And you will be able to continue experiencing and going through absolutely mind-blowing, because your mind is going to be blown away, experiences. You're going to go to levels of seeing, understanding, and creating reality that you have never been able to do before, because you were acting out and experiencing out from this very limited version of human mind. And now all of that is expanding into all of that of who you are. And that part of you is leading you every moment, every moment. So this is why we are telling you now, it's time to come back to that, your true self, and allow this light to lead you. So no more needing to go frantic about who to follow, which guru to follow, who says the truth, which one is my truth. Is this true? Is this going to happen? Listening to this prediction, listening to that prediction, making you feel overwhelmed, making you feel like kind of like all in these little pieces, and then there's a lot of so much unnecessary stress, unnecessary energy that is being burned on things that doesn't really mean anything, instead of, for example, using all that energy, power, excitement on something you truly love. So we are here to letting you know that light workers and dear starseeds and everyone who is listening to this now or any moment in the future, you have only one responsibility: to engage what makes your heart sing, to engage what feels good, to engage with ideas. And then how you know this is that this you, the expanded version of you, is communicating with you through your intuition. That's what you call, right? Through this gut feeling, through the good feeling emotions. So if you like an idea, and I'm really going only to talk about right now about ideas related to what's going to happen, because all of it is over, beyond everything else. Like nothing else matters anymore. No more like healing and fixing and doing this and doing that and trying to change the human. The human will change. The human will go back to the divine blueprint. You don't have to work with the human anymore. The human is limited. You only need to allow the true you, the true light, the expansion, the unlimitlessness, the boundless consciousness to come through you into this human experience. But all you need to do is allow. Only allow. Only allow. And the best way to do this is to really follow and engage with ideas, news, people, channels, posts, groups, information, energies, frequencies that are of the highest, which you feel it's like, oh, I love that idea. I'm just going to take that and make it mine. Or you just go around and whatever, like you're going to right now at this time in space and time, as I said, is the moment of the split. Is splitting. Everything is splitting. So right now you see everything, the whole buffet, the whole buffet. And why? Because it's time to pick and choose. So see it, everything that's happening around you. That's why you see everything goes off everything. It's like all sorts of things, like all sorts of information about this thing, all sorts of information about that thing, all sorts of this and all sorts of that. And it's flavors and frequencies and vibrations and energies and sounds and colors. So exciting. All you need to do, choose your preference. As if you were going, and really you can imagine this, like I really am inviting you to imagine this, that the most amazing buffet of all times, as if you will go to, like, I don't know, not even a 5 stars hotel, like an 8 stars hotel. So, and you see like this never ending buffet of colors and tastes and scents and smells and things you've never seen in your whole freaking life ever. And then you're like just going through like, oh my God. And then you're like, oh, okay, so I don't even know like what I like really, like this smells, whoa, or this smells, whoa. So you just kind of just go around and maybe you already see from far away, like I would never in a million years touch that thing. Thank you. Like I am with seafood like that. By the way, Agnes, this is my Agnes saying. So look, so like I already feel, right? You already feel from very, very far, like that's definitely not my stand. Like, no, thank you. So you don't even go close. But then you have other things that you maybe just the way it looks like, you're like, definitely don't want to even try that. But then there are other things that you do want even to try. You don't know, you smell it, you're like, oh, that sounds like smells good. Maybe I will taste. And maybe you taste it and it doesn't taste good. It's sour. So what you do, you freaking drop it. Drop it. No, thank you. That it's not of my liking. So this is what you need to do with everything around you right now. It's the time of the buffet. So you go around with everything you hear, people, friends, family, and everything in your life. You only choose what it feels good, only choose what excites you, only choose what it makes you happy, only choose information, following people. There's like, oh, I love that this person is talking about these things, and however this person is talking about it, this is exactly what I want to hear. This makes me very happy to believe this. So if you listen to other person and that person has more a scenario of to happen, don't engage. Drop it. It tastes sour. Drop it. All you have to do, the only responsibility is to things that feels good. And you know, because your consciousness is already there, showing the way it's everybody has individual tastes. So some people love seafood, some people love normal fruits, and some people just love exotic fruits, and some people just eat drink smoothies. So you do what you do. Please, please only engage what you want to have it in your reality, what you want to experience, what you want to grow, because you know when you engage with something, whether that is real prediction, going the possibility for that to expand in your life is big, especially because you're going to start sharing that with other people and your friends, and then you talk about it, and you know that you are big into your reality. So only choose more of. And that is going to expand, and it's going to be absolutely out of this world. Yeah, maybe you will come back soon, or we will come back soon for more information about all the beauty that is waiting for you, beautiful souls. You have done so much work, and we are so grateful here from the non-physical realms for all you have done so much good work, so much on the collective trauma, the collective happiness, the darkness, and we are already there. You can let go of that now, letting go of concentrating on what you want to go against, concentrating on things that you don't want anymore to see in your life, in your country, in your family, in your town. Bringing your awareness off from things that you like. Stop to attack things, because the more you attack something, the more is going to grow in your life. So the only thing is to take it off, take your attention off, and only put it on things you love doing, people that are beautiful to talk about, nature, animals, and even films or series or whatever, things that are like, oh, it was so nice, it made me, so emotional. I love this thing. And then you share channelings with your friends instead of news. So we feel complete for now. Thank you so much for opening your heart for this channeling, and a very, very high frequency that were, meanwhile, while you were concentrating on our words, there was a lot of background frequency adjustments that we were doing, especially with the new energy portals that are opening and has opened actually, and a very, very big wave of ascension is on its way. It's the third one actually since last year, and we are so delighted to see you back. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Oh, all right. Wow. Whew. Wow. Oh, that was so beautiful. So beautiful. How are you, ladies and gents? How do you feel? Did you feel anything? Have you experienced anything during the channeling? I felt like so excited. I felt my head like woo, woo, woo. So there were audio issues. Okay, do you hear me now? Well, okay. So hi, audio is back. I hope that you heard me well. Yeah, sometimes. Well, I don't know, because I never did live before, and high frequencies can interact with the technology sometimes. So, do you have any questions, dear? You are typing down your questions, either related to this, anything else that you want to ask, and I'm happy to bring you some information. And right, so here is a new series that I've started. Is our live channeling series. I've already posted one episode. I have 15 episodes, and basically questions that you are asking me. One question, it's called Ask Any Question from Your Higher Self, and I'm bringing to every 1-2 days. I'm going to post one of these episodes, and the third one is like, oh my God, I did not at all expect this. I don't know the people who are coming for this, or who I recorded for this series. I have never met them before, and I don't know what questions they're going to ask. So it's super exciting for me as well, to see what's coming through. Episode 3, which I'm going to post most probably Sunday, is mind-blowing. It was just like, what? It's a starseed who didn't know that she's a starseed, and her whole freaking planet came through. So it was just like, so you might want to listen to that as well. And if there are no questions, I don't see any questions coming up. I'm going to still wait for you to type in. And I'm also going to come more live here on YouTube because I just wanted to see how this feels like, and I feel very good. So I'm happy to be here and happy to feel you that you are here. Okay, so Jessica, personal question. I would love to know why my higher self choose this path of solitude for me without any partner, family, or friends. All right. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Right. Okay. So, dear Jessica, it's time to get out from this hermit mode. It's not, your soul did not choose this. You are choosing this. So it's time for you to, there's a belief that is holding you apart from bringing all these souls who are here for you, that you can meet, that you can share with. And even though so far you believe that you have to do, and yes, absolutely, you are right, there were episodes, there were phases that you were called to be undisturbed. So you are not so you are not disturbed, right? You are not, what's the word that's coming through, that you are not, that your focus doesn't go to, for example, a partner, because every time that we come together with another soul, it's a co-creation. So even if you don't want to, you're going to start co-creating, you're going to mold with this person and his or her frequencies, right? But yes, we totally see that there were periods in your life which you were called to just work alone, and more isolated, so you can concentrate, so your the lessons, or what you needed to, like, it's not even lessons, it's more like the remembering is faster, but that time is definitely over. So you can totally allow yourself to bring in souls, bring in like, Agnes, I feel for you, like there's so much around you, but it's like as if you are not allowing it in, as you believe that you need to go alone, or there's even, it might be completely subconscious belief. So that maybe it's coming from a past life, that you believe that you have to do this alone. And I'm, as we are going to connect later, I'm happy to look into this more. But I'm not seeing, like, I'm seeing so many souls around you, like incarnations incarnated in this, like it's really time to really reconnect and allow these people into your life, very high frequency people, so they're not going to anymore to bring you down or interfere in any way. But you're ready to get out of your cave and start enjoying a completely different reality. All right, well, wow, okay. That was beautiful. What do you think about that? Right. Okay. Conscious journal. How many humans have already shifted into 5D, and how far are we from the why humanity shifting, like the whole humanity? Okay. Let's see. So how many shifted? Right. Okay. So we have the master came back to answer the question. So Right. Okay. So what I'm getting is that since last March, like I'm listening a lot to Saint Germain, and Saint Germain talks about, until last March he was keep talking about 10,000 ascended master. Like for years he was keep saying 10,000 ascended masters, and since last March there were three waves, and one was at Heaven's Cross, what he calls Heaven's Cross, in March, and there was one at the Lions Gate last year, and there was one this year in around the solar eclipse, and I think now is another one, and so far there are around 6,000 people who he calls ascended masters. So basically now he in any channeling, if you're going to listen to, he might say 16,000 now, and yeah, so that's it. Related to mass ascension, like when this whole global ascension is going to happen, my answer for this, because I've just channeled this actually today for a friend, and the answer was that there's a big wave. So light workers, starseeds, big wave is going to happen. So we're talking about these times now, and then are going to be like waves. So what I'm getting is not going to have like the time. It's getting closer, but there's no date so far. Let me see if maybe right now we're getting something new that I haven't got until now. No, it's personal. Like it's a lot of personal, individual ascensions happening, especially nowadays. sorry. But like the mass is going to happen in waves. Like as many as are ready for these big like waves coming in, that's how it's going to happen. So I am not getting like everyone is going to be one day. It's more waves and waves and waves. So I hope that that helps. Okay. Thank you for everyone. Okay, one more question and we're finishing up. Wow. Okay. So can you please shed some light on any unconscious belief that might be holding me back? Okay. Yes. The first thing that comes to me is that you are belittling yourself. You are, it's not even the word trust, really. It's beyond that. So it feels like it's the human you, right? So the human you believing that it's not absolutely freaking amazingly magnificent, and allowing this to be shown to you. So kind of just saying, okay, so I'm ready to allow to be shown how freaking amazing and magnificent I truly am, and not trying to prove the opposite. I feel like you're really trying to hold yourself in making sure that you are not at all a channeler, for example, or ready for ascension, or ready to tap into your limitless wealth, or tapping into adventures of your lifetime, or I don't know, whatever you desire. Like I feel there's so much around you because you desire so much, you have been desiring so much, and as Abraham says, your vortex is so full to, like almost to the level of exploding into your face, which will, but you have to start allowing to believe that you are magnificent, to believe that the you, who's I'm saying, allowing the human needs to allow the true you to come through, so you can start seeing like, oh my God, this is who I truly am, and allow that to really like just not resisting anymore, basically. And there are no beliefs. Like beliefs are only the human part. So it doesn't matter. There's no more, like you don't have to fix the human mind around any beliefs. Just allow the true you to come through and bring everything that you ever wanted through, there's nothing to do, nothing to work on. Just allow, breathe, allow, engage with things that you love doing, and it will happen so fast because of your intention. And very important, the more you see, just the way you ask the question, like, what is, you see, I just really want to show this to everyone here because it's really mind-blowing. This is the way we have been creating reality, myself included, for more than a decade. And just I realized recently in the last 2 months, like, oh my God, like now I understand how I was creating reality that I was keep realizing or creating lack. Is that you are, like, you believe that you have something holding you back. Now you're trying to find what's holding you back, but the whole assumption that something is holding me back, so I cannot have what I want until I find a limiting belief. And what is happening here, that none of that is true. Like, there's no limiting belief, nothing is holding you back. So you have to take off your thinking about, I need to find a belief, because the more you try to find a belief of an illusion that you created, you're going to have an eternity to find 1 million beliefs, because you are searching. And when you're searching, you're creating, because your focus is, show me another belief. And then you're going to create another one. And then, no, this is not enough, I must have another one. Okay, you can create another one. So this is what I've been doing, believing that I have a problem, which is like limiting beliefs around money. So then I went on a quest to find all the limiting beliefs, all the ways that I'm holding myself back, find all the patterns of my ancestors, find all the patterns from my past lives, and all my karma, and all you can imagine. And it took me 15 years that I was creating lack, because I was keep looking for what's holding me back. And as a creator, I create more of what I'm looking for. So we really need to understand, like, you don't look into what you don't want. So look into the abundance. Look where you already have a lot, which might be time, or friends, or a job you love, or gardening, or riding your horse, or whatever that is for you, and do more of that. So you look more into, oh, for example, as a painter, right? You can say, oh my God, look of how many different colors I have, 200 different colors, like how much abundance. Or I can paint anything I want today, and tomorrow another new thing, and tomorrow another new thing. Or I can plant another plant tomorrow in my garden. I can mow my lawn again in 1 week. And like, oh my God, this is so amazing. I have a garden that I can mow the lawn. You know what I mean? Like, really start focusing on what you want to have more of, which I mean abundance. So then you're going to have more abundance. I hope that helped you to just shift your consciousness. All right, guys, so amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to just jump off because our 5D manifesting circle is happening in 8 minutes from now. If you want to come into that, I'm going to put that in the description box below. This is what basically we're doing there. We meet once a week, every Thursday, and I'm sharing all these different channelings. I do personal channelings there. We bring down very high frequency predictions. I actually do personal things, beliefs and stuff like that. Mindset shift. We do calibration. We do hot seats as well. So it's really amazing, and people are creating a lot of amazing things. Last year, we manifested houses, cash, clients, business success, free traveling, dream jobs, divine union, love relationships. It was so amazing. And this year we just started the new circle. And if this resonates with you, it's a monthly membership. You can cancel anytime. It's just 50 euros per month. And you can grow and evolve in ways that you can't even imagine, because you are exposed continuously to high frequency, even during the week, because I share so much stuff that it helps you to just, rewire your energies. Thank you so much for being here. It was so amazing. So I'm definitely back soon, and send you a lot of love and high frequencies to you, dear souls. Adios.